This is Heather Mack for GetYourRockOut.com, and we're here with Ryan from Soil. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm trying to figure out these stools, but I'm doing all right.
They're a little bit wobbly and weird, aren't they, really? So we're here down in Manchester, and you've had a great tour so far. Has it been great?
This lineup has been great. American Head Charge, Head PE, Wolfborn even the opening band has just been, those are some talented guys. So, I mean, from the beginning of the show to the end, it's just been a fun time, and the crowd seems to be coming out. The shows that we knew, like in the shows in Europe that we knew were going to be good, were great. The shows that we were a little iffy, not really sure what to expect, were wonderful. It was a great surprise. And of course, the UK's been the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been wonderful since we've been
we
here.
hopefully have welcomed you with open arms, as we always do.
It's been fun.
So here another sold-out show tonight in Manchester.
I like those.
Yeah,
Wow.
sold-out shows are good.
Yes.
It's nice to hear. You show the photos for your London show. That was pretty busy as well.
That was the first time I've ever been down in a crowd, and it scared the hell out of me. The first time I've ever been down there, then I had the hell scared out of me. It was it was a crazy crowd. They were definitely there ready for a show.
Oh, fantastic. So obviously you got your album Whole, and we spoke to you back in February, but how does it feel getting out there and actually playing the new material over here in the UK and across Europe?
It's cool. It's been fun. We've actually added a couple of really deep cuts from like Scars and redefined both. We added a couple songs in this set for this run that we haven't played. I don't know if we ever did play them.
Ah, okay.
So we're having fun seeing the reaction. It's interesting because I thought Adam was a complete idiot when he suggested this idea, and I'm not saying that he's not. But he was right about this one.
Yeah.
We're doing a couple, like I said, these couple of really deep cuts off the old stuff, and people are reacting to them. They're singing back the new material. It's wonderful. It's been a cool experience.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have spoke a lot about, like say, back in February, and we've spoken a lot about the album and how it does kind of go back to the Scars and the Redefine album, obviously, because you guys now, the three of you, the same three as it was when you were back there. But you're not really spoken about the lyrics and how they came together. Is there any song in particular, apart from Shine On, which has been a lot about being about the fans? Is there any other song on there that lyrically you feel extra proud of this time round on the whole?
No, I'm always, every song in my career is always kind of like one of your kids, you know. You kind of hope, you throw it out there and you kind of hope it's received well. Not that I would throw my kids anywhere.
I know what you mean.
Not, unless I smacked them around a little bit first. But I'm proud of the album as a whole.
Yeah.
Well,
See? It goes together.
There's a song a lot of people bring up. There's a song called Amalgamation on it. That is, it's a song that I took the titles from different songs throughout my career and built a song out of those titles. And it was challenging. It was kind of fun to do because I wanted the song to make sense on its own. Yeah, but also incorporate. And I ended up fitting like almost 20 some or 30, almost 30 song titles in the lyrics. And I think it still makes sense. It makes sense to me, which means it probably means nothing to anyone.
I'm sure if people are singing along to it, so that's maybe a challenge to see if you can work out which of the song titles.
It was fun. It was different. I've always just written about things I experienced, and to do that, but try to use certain. It was kind of a little brain teaser for me. It was kind of fun to do.
I must admit, the song that stood out for me was the Hate song. A little bit unusual lyrical components. So I wrote this song to let you know I hate you.
Right.
So are you like thinking of an anti-love song, love song?
There's so many friggin' love songs out there. And I think everybody, regretfully, has probably at some point in their life have been in one of those relationships where the other person, you just want to strangle the shit out of them.
Yes.
And but at the same time, you love them for some stupid reason.
Yes.
And I think we've all experienced that, and so that was that song for me. It really came from a lot of the internal lyrics of verses and stuff, of course, comes from having recently gotten out of, at that time, recently gotten out of a very bad relationship. That I came out of a failed marriage and went right into a relationship, and the relationship was horrible. I mean, it was abusive in every way that you can imagine, but for some reason I just wanted something to work. And so I held on to it, and I held on to it for years. and finally got away from it and got my head clear of it. And the hate song kind of came from that. I was thinking about that aim for a song. I just wanted it to be ugly as all get out. And Adam, we were sitting in rehearsal writing music for the album, and Adam started spacing out. And Tim was like getting his rig ready, and Adam kind of started spacing out, and he starts hitting his harmonic. And it's so annoying. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard. And he looks at me, and he sees the fact that I'm looking at him like, I'm going to strangle you. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. I was like, no way, man, actually, keep doing that.
You're doing it.
Yeah, and so it was him being bored playing this awful harmonic, and me having this idea for kind of your anti-love song that the hate song was spawned.
So why did you choose to release that one as the single?
We originally wanted to go with that as the first song on the album, to release it as the first song, and we got talked into doing Shine On first.
Yeah.
And we saw Shine On being a little bit more down the road.
Yeah.
But we originally wanted to release the hate song as the first track off the album, just to kind of, we're back.
Get it out there. Yeah, definitely.
And so when it came time to choose the second one, it was kind of a no-brainer for us. We didn't go for it the first time like we wanted to, so we shoved it out there the second time.
Oh, no, it's a very interesting song, like I said, unusual lyrics, but makes sense when you're talking about it. So, obviously you talked about Shine On there. I know we spoke before about how it's aimed at the fans that have followed you since the beginning. I said to you before that we were actually there 11 years ago, a bit of a geek. Soil geek we are, we own all the albums, and I'm honestly not just saying that.
Thank you, my kids, thank you.
We really do actually own them all. And I'm just saying, obviously you've had a lot of ups and downs, of changes, and obviously changes you personally in your life, changes in the band, Drowning Pool in there, and you've come out the other side. So how does it feel to be back playing together as the three of you again?
It's awful. Every day I wake up and I stare at the top of my bunk and I'm just like, is this the day I get to kill everyone? And not yet. So we're still just maintaining, not killing one another, and it's wonderful. It's great. Back in the day, we were younger and newer to the industry, and it was so important to us. Yeah, it was so important to us that every little thing weighed on us.
Yeah.
And when you're letting everything outside weigh on you, business-wise, the littlest thing about somebody that you're spending every day with, it can really get on you, and it got on us. And nowadays, we're a little bit wiser. We know there's a lot of stuff within the industry you can't control, you can't do anything about. So you just focus on what you can deal with and let everybody be their own little weird ways.
So obviously you guys have grown so much over the years. You've always been there meeting and seeing the fans after shows, around shows, before shows, at the merchandise stalls. Do you find that a bit trickier to stay in touch with them, obviously, the more people that are following you?
I don't know. I think all of us are in the same mindset, soil-wise, that at the end of the day, we always remember that there's a reason why we're still here 18 years later. I mean, people buy the CDs, they come out to the shows, they allow us a job to do. So it's always been really important for us to make contact and at least to say thanks, if nothing else. And that's one of the things about social media. I think nowadays there's so much negative about the internet when it comes to music and piracy and your Spotify's and all that, where you may get spun a million times, but you make 0.04 cents.
Yeah, ridiculous amount.
There's things like that is definitely killing the industry, and it has killed the industry to a certain degree.
To a certain point.
But at the same time, with the internet, you have social media, and it really gives you an opportunity to listen to the people, listen to the fans, and see what their input is, so you see what their opinion is on all the stuff that you're doing.
Fantastic.
You kind of weed through, maybe we shouldn't do that again. Maybe we need to do that more.
Because you asked what songs people, before you started the tour, you asked what songs people wanted to hear.
Right.
And I found that quite interesting, that it was nice to know, that people had an input, obviously as a fan myself as well, but people were able to, maybe they feel a bit more of an ownership of your set list, rather than turning up and saying, I wonder what they're going to play. It'd be like, I wonder if they're going to play the song I asked for. Right.
I can see that. Yeah, I mean, we've been playing these songs for so many years. Well, I guess I had a good hiatus from it. 8-year long.
Different songs as well.
Yeah. But I think if every one of the three of us picked a set list, it would be different.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's kind of like, what does our opinion really matter? We're here to do a show. We're here to make the people that come out here happy. So what do they want to hear?
So you're a very hard-working band in respect of touring. Is there something that you have to do, or something, a little piece of home that you have while you're on tour? Because you are away from home a long time out of the year.
Yeah, it's you know, we were laughing, well, not laughing, kind of like a half laugh, half cry thing last night, and it's every time you come over, especially overseas, like at home you can fly loved ones out. You may be in the area, you can see family here and there. When you come over here, it's different because you know you're going to be gone for like this time it's about a month, so you know you're not going to see, you know, that special someone that lets you make the sex with her, or you know, your kids or whatever. You're not going to see them for a month, so it gets rough. And we were talking about last night how it's funny, every time you come over or you go overseas anywhere, it's like you're good for the first like 10 days. You're missing home, but you're okay. And about that 10th day rolls around, and you're about ready to kill everyone around you. You just want to go home and sleep in your own bed and watch your own TV, even just the little things.
I don't know how you do that.
I want to wake up and go into my kitchen and cook breakfast. You know, I want to do that. That's I'm looking forward. Where you got like 7 shows.
So you do quite a lot. Obviously, you've got 3 nights in a row. How do you personally prefer and keep your voice in check as well with singing all those?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. It just happens.
Yeah, people go, you know, what's your warm up? My warm up's and rum. And it's been that way since I started.
For you.
Yeah, I didn't start drinking until I was in my 30s, and now I've been making up for lost time, apparently. But I've never done anything for my voice, and having been able to do this long, I've just kind of discovered that, and I'm not bragging at all, because I don't know why, but there's just some people, everybody's wired differently.
Definitely.
And there's some people that can do, there's guys out there like Lejean from 7 Days. He does like 20-some shows in a row.
Yeah.
I can do, you know, 6 shows in a row. But there's also guys out there that after 2, they're just, they need a day off. Everybody's voice is a little different. I'm not really sure how. For 18 years I've been screaming like. There was a doctor in 2001 that saw me when I had a throat cancer scare that told me that I wouldn't be able to talk when I was 40 if I kept on the way I am. I'm 40 now, and we're doing fine.
You're still doing it, yeah. Oh, that's good to know. But I'm hoping for some oldie songs tonight. I must admit.
You would definitely get them.
I know which one I'm hoping for. I have to admit that Black Betty is a little bit of a favourite of mine. Do you have like a song that you love to play, or a song that you like the reaction from the crowd a bit more? Anything that's maybe a bit special to you?
There's always those, and it's funny because if it wasn't for the crowd, I would hate Halo and Unreal and all these songs that we've had to play every night. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. If you're coming to see Soil, we have to play Halo.
That's a given.
And we could play that in our sleep, but at the same time that you hate the song because you've got to play it so long, it's a great friggin' response. And anytime you have a song like that, you have like Unreal where people are just screaming those choruses back at you. That's the payoff for it. As you saw when you came in, I'm sitting in a chair on social media. That's our day. Yeah. We show up at the venue sometime in the morning and we sit around all day waiting to do sound check, and then we sit around all day waiting for the show to happen.
With the notifications of a few people talking to you while you're going.
Well, but then you get that payoff every night. Yeah, you get that moment with the fans that makes that all those hours of just sitting in a dark club, wishing you're at home, chasing the kids around the house.
In sunlight.
Yeah. It makes it all worthwhile.
We are down in the basement today, which is hence the sunlight coming. So there's a few more dates left on the UK tour, and then where are you back home for a bit?
Back home until the holidays, I think.
Oh, fantastic! You think?
I think.
For a bit of time off.
Yeah, I think we're home through the holidays, which, as I said, I'm hoping. But there's a lot of talk about next. Right after the holidays, and nothing's set in stone yet, so I can't let anything out. No. But we're definitely
plans afoot.
Yes, we're releasing a new single around the holidays, a song called "Way Gone" off the album, and so we'll definitely be out as we always are, supporting that song.
Like I said, you're a hard-working band, and you do a lot of the touring to support it. So
thinking about having a time off until the holidays is amazing.
I guess good 6-7 weeks. So that's quite amazing.
That's a huge amount of time.
That's a long time.
Right.
Definitely.
By that time, everybody at home would be like, "Are you still here?" Wow.
Have you not gone yet? What are you still doing here? You're cooking in the morning. At least still get to cook you breakfast. Well, thanks very much for taking the time out to talk to us. And
always a pleasure.
I definitely look forward to seeing you on stage.
Great.
And thanks very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.